A chapter of this
yes.
is in Kplorfia's book.
Yes, When Strong Women Cry.
Oh.
Get a copy and read it. Very strong. And it was a way of encouraging me to hurry, get the book out already. Hello, my name is Juliana. I'm Kplorfia, and I'm the author of A Romance with Chronic Pain.
My name is Juliana.
Good morning, Peter.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Nice to meet you. Finally. I remember the very first book I had wanted to publish after SHS was titled A Pound of My Flesh.
Wow.
I think I should go back and publish it, but let's talk about A Romance with Chronic Pain.
Yes.
I decided to publish it when I got a diagnosis. When I got a diagnosis and I was looking for inspiration from a survivor perspective, I didn't get much written by us, so I decided to be that voice. We are still telling the story of pain, but we are telling it from a perspective of love, from a perspective of a romance with like an abusive partner that gives you romance in 1 minute, the next second they are abusing you, the next minute they are messing up with your brain, the next minute. So you are in between, you are in a tussle of should I leave, should I stay? Because the next minute you are nice, you're okay, everything is okay. The next minute pain triggers, which is like the abuse attack. And then you are like, okay, there we go again, and you're back. So it gives the reader a breather between the hard facts about dealing with chronic pain and the soft side of the relief that the pain sufferer gets in between the journey. This was my back after surgery. Those are not stitches, they are staples, medical staples that are used to hold the stitches together so that they don't fall off. So because we wanted it to be a romance, she has to have a romance in a way, so we put her in a red wrapper and then we put red roses all around her. So to the world, she's sitting on roses. And that is symbolic for how I looked outwardly when I was going through pain. I looked beautiful. I looked healthy, but I wasn't healthy within. So like this, at a glance, you see someone sitting on roses. How beautiful. But she's staring at turmoil. You see that the sea in front of her is not calm. That concept was a concept of what I was feeling at the time.
Summarize your book in less than 1 minute.
It's a true story of survival, love, and rediscovery. It's about dealing with darkness called pain that no one can see, but only you can feel it. It's about pain that makes you feel inadequate, makes you feel charged, and make you feel guilty for not living up to society's expectation, even though you look like you could. It's about experiences of how pain affects every aspect of the sufferer's life, from education to marriage to every aspect, childbirth, every aspect of the sufferer feels the pain. And then the hope of a diagnosis, the hope of treatment, and the hope of recovery. That's all the book is about.
Were you able to investigate and get to the bottom of the pain?
I never discovered pain. Pain discovered me. Pain just chose to marry me. And I had wanted to die, so I was doing everything possible to make sure I die. But I wanted to die honorably in a way that before people would detect it was suicide, they would have cried for me small. And you know, in Ghana, when we hear about suicide, we tend to insult the victim. But the pit in which they were is dark and deep. And so in that dark, deep hole, they assume dying is the only way. Their pain, their loss, their despair is magnified to them. So at that moment, it makes sense to them to die. But for us who haven't been in that situation before, when we hear of such stories, even the attempted who didn't die, we tease them. We call them names. So because of that, most people when they attempt suicide want to succeed. Because they don't want to live when they attempt and fail, and face society shaming them and judging them and condemning them instead of embracing them. So I knew this, so I wanted to die in a way that by the time you guys will start insulting me, hello, and saying that we thought she should have known better, I would have been gone.